So there's plenty of knots out there in the world. There's all kinds of fishing knots and different kind of slip knots and things. We typically have 2 or 3 knots here that we use quite often. In another video we've showed you how we do our bands. That's a double constrictor knot with our wax line. I'm going to show you again how to do that here. Another really popular knot to loop or knot to knot that we use is called a sheet bend knot. Sheet bend. It's just a real basic kind of fishing. It's almost like an overhand kind of knot. But yeah, I just want to run through these with you so you guys can have a reference here, and if I'm not around, you can just come to check out the video and learn how to do these, and you can make your own bands. So one thing we've started to sell a lot of are these pre-made bands. We have all different sizes for all your different size guns, different thicknesses and colors. But yeah, we're going to start to sell a lot of these pre-made bands, so you can just come in and grab them. So what I wanted to show you is how to secure the knot that's on these wishbone bridles. These are called wishbone bridles. So it's a loop, and on the inside of this constrictor knot, there's a big knot in there. So these things aren't going to come out, but you have to connect your wishbone on each end, so you'll be able to use it. So you'll need to take the wishbone off of one loop to actually put it onto the muzzle of your spear gun, and then you need to secure that wishbone back onto the bridle. And so it's pretty simple. This is called a sheet bend knot. So how I tell people to do is you'll have your loop exposed, bring the wishbone from underneath, okay, and basically you're just wrapping it around the loop, and then back through the part that you've wrapped around. You just come right through it. You see that? You've come up, you've come around, and you've stuck it back through, and then you hold that part that you've come through, put through, and you just pull, and it'll actually cinch down onto the loop. The more you pull, the kind of more it cinches down. Sometimes I'll actually tie a knot to this back end, but from here what we do is we'll just cut it, take that off. So after you've cut off the excess, just take your torch, kind of create that little bead there. So that's actually, you know, kind of a backstop. It won't come through. It's very secure from there. The sheet bend knot actually works the best if there's 2 different size ropes. You got like a smaller rope going to a little bit thicker. These loop diameters is a little bit thicker than the wishbone, so it'll bind down really well. Guys, I just wanted to kind of show you that sheet bend knot again. This is your spear gun bungee, so it's attached to your muzzle, or sometimes it's attached to the reel line that's coming out of your reel. But again, that simple sheet bend knot, you're coming up from the bottom, you're wrapping around the entire loop like that, and then back through the loop that you've made, and then you just pull tight like that. And the tighter you pull, the tighter that becomes. A lot of times, if the reel line's connecting to a bungee, I'm going to do a couple a little overhand knots here to make sure that's extra secure. I want to have that peace of mind. Just a simple overhand knot. Boom, like that. You can make it super tight if you want. Then we'll just cut. Do a little cut. And then burn off the stub. And you're good to go. Normally it should be a little bit tighter than that, but that's the basic concept, okay? Sheet bend knot, a little backstop overhand knot, burn the final part, and then yeah, your peace of mind is yours.